Hi guys, Georgette here. Welcome in and welcome to another pattern haul. Today we have a mixed bunch of patterns. I've got women's and a few accessory patterns. All right, let's get into it. First up, we have Simplicity 8339. These are sport bra patterns from 2017, and I picked this pattern up for all of the versions. These are all very cute. All three of these versions are very cute, but I think I'm going to start with version C simply because it has an elastic band detail instead of a hook and back closure like versions A and B do. Okay, let's take a look at the back. And here we have the line drawings. And let's see, the suggested fabrics they were all designed for fabric that has approximately 50 to 60% stretch from selvage to selvage. So activewear knits is going to be your best bet for this pattern. All right, that is 8339 by Simplicity. Next is S8172, and these are all kimono patterns from 2020. And I picked it up for version C, which is the version that the model is wearing. All right, let's take a look at the back. Here we have line drawings. And let's see, it looks like the fabric suggestions are all lightweight fabrics, lightweight woven fabrics. Okay, that is S8172 from 2020. Moving on to S8013. This pattern is from 2015 and they're all dresses. This is a 1970s reprint pattern and these dresses are stunning. All of them, each and every version is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the one on the model. It just looks like she's floating down a runway. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love these dresses. Now, because it is so drapey and it does look like she's floating down the runway, I'm guessing that this pattern is kind of a fabric hog. So let's take a look at the back and see what we're working with. Okay, as you can see here, we have our line drawings. And then fabric suggestions are for soft, lightweight fabrics only, of course. Let's see how much these take in terms of fabric. All right, let's take a look at the middle size of this packet that I'm using, which is a size, let's see, 14 to 22. So we'll look at size 18, pattern size 18. For dress AB in 45-inch wide fabric, yeah, it's going to take 7 3/4 yards of fabric. If you have 60-inch wide, it's going to be 5 7/8. Then for dress C and D, which are the longer versions, you're looking at, wow, for 45-inch wide fabric, it's 10 yards, 10 5/8 yards. And for 60-inch wide fabric, that would be 7 7/8 of a yard. Wow. That's a lot of fabric. But it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That is S8013, reprinted in 2015. Okay, moving on to McCall's, we have 8214. This is a dresses pattern from 2022, and I picked this up for version A, the shorter version. All right, let's take a look at the back. And here are the line drawings. And the suggested fabrics are for cotton blends, poplin, gingham, and crepes. Okay. That would be McCall's 8214 from 2022. Moving on to Simplicity S1113. This is a tops pattern from 2015. And I picked this up for all of the versions. These are all just cute tops that would work wonderfully in my wardrobe. And bonus, it's an easy to sew pattern. I love that. Okay, let's look at the back. Here we have the line drawings. And this pattern is sized for stretch knits only. This is a knits pattern. All right, that's S1113 from 2015. And that's going to do it for all of the women's patterns. Next, I have accessory patterns. So I've got 2 baby accessories and 1 fashion accessory. All right, let's get into it. First up is M7487. These are travel cases, and the pattern is from 2016. This pattern I'm so excited to have because when I travel, I do use these cases, and the one that I currently have is just falling apart. So needless to say, I was thrilled to come across this pattern. All right, let's flip it over. And let's see, you can see the case comes in 3 sizes, and the suggested fabrics are cotton and cotton blends. And then for the lining, they're suggesting cotton and cotton blends as well. However, when I make this, I'm going to use a fabric that you can easily wipe clean, at least for the lining. I may use a cotton for the exterior. I may not. I might just find a pretty kind of laminated fabric, but definitely for the interior, something that I can easily just wipe clean is a necessity. Okay, and that is M7487 from 2016. Moving on to S9299. These are all baby accessories from 2021. And at the time of purchase, I picked this up for all of the versions. I'm no longer in need of the seat cover or the diaper changing pad, but we can always use a nice bag around here. So I'm still very happy to have this pattern in my collection. All right, let's take a look at the back. Here you can see the line drawings. And the suggested fabrics are cotton, cotton types, and calicos. All right. That would be S9299 from 2021. And finally, we have Simplicity 8568. This is also baby accessories, and the pattern is from 2018. Okay, let's take a look at the back. Let's see, for versions A and B, which would be the swaddle sack and hat, they're suggesting flannel, and it's not suitable for sleepwear. Version C, which is the changing pad, they're suggesting fabrics of canvas or twill, and the contrast in laminates or ripstop nylon. And then for versions D and E, which are the baby nests, they are suggesting broadcloth, cotton types, flannery, poplin, and sateen. Okay, that is 8568 from 2018, and that is going to do it for today's haul. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!